people hype you up about the stock market and you are tempted to buy a certain stock because you don't want to miss out, fear of missing out, right? Let's talk about it. So a lot of people, I want you to understand, a lot of people are in the stock market or just in the media, even different media outlets are in the money-making business too. I remember when I just started investing and I was like on a Discord or something of that nature, and people will hype you up to buy a stock, right? The stock is increasing in value. And I have a perfect example. Last summer, Nvidia was climbing and climbing before the split, right? Meaning that the cost of the stock dropped per share, right? Well, not per share, but if you had one stock, it split, I think it was a 10-to-1 split. And so now you have 10 stocks, same value, but right, more people can buy it because it's at a lesser cost per share, but you still have the same value. Hopefully you get that. But anyways, the point here is everybody was talking about Nvidia. The price kept going up. And people wanted to buy because they feared that they'll miss out on all of this growth, right? Because the stock keeps going up. Everybody's talking about it. The news outlets, the different investors are talking about it, right? But you have people with hidden agenda who are talking about stocks, wanting you to buy so that they can pull out, meaning they can sell, right? And once they sell, you lose your money. Because one thing about it, in investing, somebody has to win, or if you win, somebody loses. And if you lose, somebody else will win. It's kind of gambling, right? That's how my dad puts it. But somebody has to win and somebody has to lose when it comes to trading sometimes, right? We talk about the bullish and the bearish market. And so I just want to talk to you a little bit about FOMO. You want to make sure you do your research. So for me, when I'm buying stocks, it's not out of FOMO, right? I'm buying stocks because I did my research and I know, okay, this stock is going to do well, or this stock is not going to do well, or I've done my research to know what the financials look like, how it's going to be projected, right? The leaders, we're looking at all these different metrics that I talk about so often when you're buying stocks. So don't be that person who buys a stock or buys shares in a company because everybody's talking about it, the price is increasing and stuff like that. Because what's going to happen when you buy it, because the price is going all the way up and you're like, oh, it's going to keep going up. No, whatever goes up must come down. I always say that. And so if the price is going up, for instance, with Nvidia, I waited. I said, this thing is going to drop. It has to drop because it's so much hype. There was so much hype around it, right? And immediately after it split, what I projected was after the split, it was going to drop. And so said, so done, right? And so do not listen. I always talk about looking at what's in the news, right? And to see what's happening. But don't look at what's in the news in singularity by itself. You want to look at that in conjunction with the books, right? When I say books, with the financials, right? You want to look at it in conjunction with the leader. What is the leader doing? What is the CEO or whoever is doing? Are they investing in a company? Are they pulling out? Are they selling their shares? What's happening? You want to look at it in totality before you decide you're buying because everybody's talking about it. Now, there may be times where the stock is a good stock, right? And so your friends may say, look into this stock, blah, blah, blah. But if after you've done your research, you decide this is a good buy, or based on the atmosphere we're in, the climate we're in, the type of, direction or trajectory we have for the world, the country, wherever you are, you can say, oh, this will definitely be a good buy. Then you buy it. But don't buy because of FOMO, fear of missing out. Because chances are, if you are buying out of fear, that's the worst time to buy. And you're probably going to lose or take a lot of losses. So definitely do your research. Don't let people hype you up. And don't buy in singularity of just the news. Do your own research. And so if you've watched this far, do like, share, and hit that subscribe button so you can get notified when we drop information or videos on how to build your wealth using the stock market. Because on this channel, we are here to bridge the wealth gap, one view at a time, one share, or one like at a time. See you next time.